cash, ego, owo, whatever you choose to call it. Everybody loves it. It is all the same thing. What exactly is cash? Cash is defined as the legal tender which is used in the exchange of goods and services. It is defined by Investopedia as the most simple, most broadly accepted and reliable form of transactions. Or is it? Good day, distinguished panel of judges, my good audience, and my co-debaters. My name is Woworo Kosisochiku, and with me is my teammate Olumide Makonju. Today we are here to support the motion that a cashless society is the right direction to go in Nigeria. Who remembers like 2 years ago when the government decided to change the currency, to print new notes, and then there was shortage of cash everywhere? What would we have done if not for the availability of online banking apps and other fintech apps like OPay, PayPal, and so on, name them? We would have been stranded with nothing to do, nothing to carry out our daily transactions with. Now, if we did not have this, Nigeria right now, our economy would have degraded much more because people would not have what they will use to do their businesses and so on. Another point I would like to bring to the table is that a cashless society is resilient in crisis situations. In the case of COVID-19 a few years back, we all remember that we were locked up at home. We were not allowed to move around, and when we did, we were only given a particular time to be out. Now imagine if we did not have online apps or banking apps to do this. What would have become of us? We would have been stranded, no food, no water, because we cannot pay for all these basic amenities. But with these apps and with these electronic banking devices, we are able to fend for ourselves in times of crisis situation when time calls for us to be innovative. Another point I would like to bring to the table is that the fintech apps help to broaden and expand our knowledge of the online digital banking and increase us in a way that will help us to promote in the widely and vastly transforming world of finance. I would like to hand over to Olumide.
OPay, Kuda, Flutterwave, First Bank, UBA, GTB, and so many more. All protocols duly observed. My name is Olumide Makonju, and my beautiful face is back. Now, what is a cashless economy? You see, a cashless economy is an economy, to put it very simple and to define it in a layman's term, an economy that is cashless. What do I mean by this? You see, an economy that is cashless is an economy that has access to online banking or different ways of banking in different sort of forms. The first case study I'll bring to you was COVID-19. I don't want to go into details, but it was bad. You see, COVID-19 caused a lot of problems, especially resulting in food and cash. Imagine if we did not have online banking. You see, my opponents, most of my opponents that were against this motion raised the fact that the informal sector might not have access to banking. But let me ask a question. Do we want the illiterate to remain illiterate? No, we don't want them to remain illiterate. So with a cashless economy, we can formalize the informal sector. What do I mean by formalize the informal sector? If we educate our friend, and our friends educate our friends, and it goes on like that, before you know it, Nigeria will become a whole and vast cashless economy. Now, 67% of Germany's banking is done through online banking. Germany, as I said before, Germany is the richest country in the world. UK, US, Tanzania, Ghana, so many countries are using online banking and different cashless economical resources and are making it big time. You see, the next issue I want to address is the environmental concern of cash. You see, how is cash made? Wood, paper. When we burn wood or paper, it releases carbon emissions into the air, causing climate change. Climate change is the reason for constant flooding and all these heavy rains that have always been downpouring on us like it's nothing, like it's not even a joke. Because of burning of cash, you see, over 3.47 billion naira notes are made every single month. That's how much cashless notes are made. You see, Nigeria has shortage of cash, which makes the matter even worse. Back 2 years ago, you go to someone, they'll tell you, I don't have cash on me. I need to go and do POS. This even led to the arrival of new different businesses where you will see POS 5 years ago, 10 years ago. But now with online banking, I carry my phone. I want to order food. I can just transfer and I'm done. Not that I'll have to walk all the way to Chicken Republic just because I want to buy food. But if I just carry my phone, I open Glovo, I pick up the food I want to get, and I transfer, and it's done. What am I trying to say? A cashless economy is the way. A cashless economy is the way because when you go cashless, you are not making Nigeria bad. Why am I saying this? Like I just said before, cash commits carbon emissions. When you burn wood, I want to explain this again. When you burn wood, it releases carbon emissions into the air. It causes increased level of carbon emissions. So when there are ginormous carbon emissions in the air, it's spoiling the ecosystem. Aside from that, a cashless society promotes fintech companies. Like I said before, OPay, Kuda, Flutterwave, UBA, First Bank, GTB, and so on and so forth. So what am I trying to say? You see this? If you take this right here, and we continue to use it without making further development, this thing right here will continue to remain here. But if we get rid of this and put it in our pockets and carry our phones and get used to it, get used to online banking, get used to making money through online, you'll see differences. My name is Olumide Makonju. With me is Kosi Wombodu, and thank you very much.